to London, Jamaica, then France. The whole world took effect to fart. Tell them, baby, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town? Say, get in with the business when I come from Kansas City. Hit Manila till it's Christmas out to India. Visit Puerto Rico, is this visit? Bring my people back to Venice. LA got the people saying, yeah. San Diego saying, it be every city, every state, every country, you know, all around the globe, every city.
Welcome to 2K Sports Basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. And last year they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Boston. Rajon Rondo is up there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Dang. Then there's Moniunas. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shoots from the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Rondo passes to Deng. And the shot is good. Moniunas has got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved coach of the year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the... East. Few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio, but he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Rondo kicks to Deng. Porter with the steal. To the paint. Moniunas with the steal. The three from McCollum. Atlanta with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Got a piece of it. The Hawks working the ball around. Schroeder. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to the Magic. Rondo kicks to Moniunas. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Moniunas has got 5 now.
Rondo with the nice dish.
Schroeder kicks to Horford. There's the dish to Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Back to Horford. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Celtics with the lead. Gobert the screen. Rondo dishes to Gobert. Here's Moniunas. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Atlanta Hawks. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
2 shots. Under 6.
No luck that time either.
And Dirk Nowitzki last season, I felt like the first time we saw real signs of wear and tear from all the years of him playing. His field goal percentage, points per game, rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy to have to go up against.
The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Stolen by McCollum. And Rondo. Assist by McCollum. Rondo's got his second bucket of the game to go. Horford attacking. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Monte Last season we saw Al Horford rounding back into form. Good to see that after what had been his second season-ending pectoral muscle tear back in late 2013.
Exactly. I mean, the Hawks just had to bide their time while their best player was out. You saw once he returned, though, he makes a big difference for him.
Now here's Rondo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got his first 2 points.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And for me, Horford, one of the most unappreciated stars in the league. When he's healthy, he's every bit the franchise player because he really has no weakness. He does pretty much everything well on the floor.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Mozgov comes in for Gobert. And it's Luis Scola in for Monte. Outside for Rondo. They set the pick. Over to the wing. Outside Dan. The second chance effort. And it's sent back by Horford. Porter kicks it over to Schroeder. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
And Horford, I mean, this guy does it all on the floor. But for me, his leadership, that's one of those real intangibles. And he's unselfish, all about his teammates and completely focused on winning. So when your best player has that commitment, it has to rub off on the other players.
Atlanta again missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul.
Checking in for the Celtics.
Some changes for Boston. Bogdanovich comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Matthews in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to McCollum. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Bradley passes to Horford. Kicks it to Schroeder. Dishes it to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes it off the glass. Nowitzki's got his second basket of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And the dunk by Scola.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And for Luis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
Schroeder kicks to Porter. Bradley, no one around him. It's Bradley on the wing. Schroeder passes to Nowitzki. And he connects with the jumper. Nowitzki's got 6 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Nowitzki with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And finished off by Porter.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now, here's Bradley. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Horford gets the bucket.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's McCollum. Horford with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. "12 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Matthews. Here's the three, and that's not going to go. Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah. Or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
We've got Otto Porter Jr. Horford is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Avery Bradley. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And Modiunas picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
Wesley Matthews checked in for the Celtics. Here's Barbosa, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Barbosa's got his second bucket of the game to go. Schroeder kicks to Bradley. No good off the front iron.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. And that goes for sports and life.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Rondo drives in. Barbosa for 3. The Hawks trailing. Here's Bradley. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that. Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Atlanta making a switch here. Calderon's checked in. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Celtics.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Gobert, the screen. McCollum kicks to Gobert. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
Nowitzki a screen. Porter, no luck.
You have to be willing to pass in those situations. That was a low percentage shot.
The feed to McCollum. The three ball. Missing that scoring opportunity. Having a bad 3-for-9 shooting night. And Boston with the rebound. McCollum's got his third rebound on the night. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Gobert kicks to Matthews. And stolen by Horford. Porter dishes to Horford. Nowitzki right side. Gobert with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's McCollum. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Horford. Pierce comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Bradley. But they'll get another chance. And the basket by Scola.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Donald Sloan. Calderon has the open look. Atlanta again missing.
9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
It's stolen by Gobert, and Matthews gets it to go.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Calderon passes to Nowitzki. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today. They've needed it.
And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Celtics. Bogdanovich comes in for Luol Deng. Now here's Matthews. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum kicks to Matthews. That's good. Matthews has got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now McCollum. Jose Calderon missing from long range. Nowitzki right side. Feeds it to Calderon. Back to Nowitzki. It's Pierce on the wing. Nowitzki dishes to Moore. Drills it from outside. Moore's got his first 3 points of the game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
And how about last year? Dirk Nowitzki jumping to 7th all-time in scoring. I mean, passing the great Moses Malone for that spot, and he surely will keep climbing this season.
Moore with the steal. Pass to Pierce. No good. And it's Boston the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Matthews passes to McCollum, and he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Jose Calderon. Then for the Celtics, Montiunas comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Barbosa in for Wesley Matthews. Now here's McCollum. He's got 14. In the corner, Montiunas with it. Barbosa gets the bucket. Barbosa's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Nowitzki comes up empty off the pick.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And he sinks the second.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
It could go, and it would have, and we've reached halftime in this one. Celtics out in front. They're up by 9. And we'll be back right after this.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Well, some really terrific numbers for McCollum. He has 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
The second half just about to get going here. Celtics leading by 9. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. They've got Gobert. McCollum is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Dang. And it's Montiunas in the 4 spot. It's stolen by Gobert. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Schroeder. Porter kicks to Pierce. Clock at 6. Picked by Horford. Here's Bradley. That 3 off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
And it's good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
To the left wing. Porter dishes to Pierce. Porter, a screen on Motiejunas. Pierce, the pass to Porter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Horford. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The pass to Dang. Beyond the arc. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, now Horford really has become one of those elite two-way big men. And that's very rare. You look at most bigs and the either one end or the other, but this is one of those guys that does it all.
And Horford at 6'10", a natural power forward who's been privileged into duty at the center spot, but he holds his own on the low block.
He also does a really good job, Kevin, moving his feet and covering in space, covering the pick and roll. He's outstanding in that regard, which is important in today's game. He's got mobility and a high IQ.
The Hawks trail by 14. Bradley with the ball. Matthews covering. Nowitzki a screen. And it's Schroeder in the corner. The Hawks working the ball around. 5 to shoot. And Horford, here we go. Atlanta again missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Rondo against Porter. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
The Hawks have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Bradley kicks it over to Schroeder. He feeds it to Horford. To halt the run. The shot is off. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Porter, no luck.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Back to Dang. Here's Rondo. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
To the paint. Here's Matthews. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here's Rondo. He has 6. Looking to get it going. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Rondo's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And so it's Boston with it. After the basket by Atlanta, he kicks it to Matthews. Gobert with a screen on Bradley. Inside. And stolen by Nowitzki. And Scola with the block.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Horford kicks to Porter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Porter's got 8.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Now here's Rondo. 8 points for him. That drops. Rondo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Dang gets a wide open look. And it's Dang again missing. Nowitzki against Gobert. A good look from Bradley. Off the iron that time. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to Dallas.
Well, I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Rondo. Rondo with another miss. The Hawks trail by 19. Here's Bradley. Matthews with the rebound.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category. They're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy. Makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Paul Pierce is checked in for Porter. Ejuan Moore comes in for Bradley. And it's Calderon in for Dennis Schroeder.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
The tray. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Celtics out in front. Opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. We've got Donald Sloan. Nowitzki is out there with Horford. Then there's Ben Gordon. And it's Beasley in at the small forward spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Atlanta making some changes. Pierce is checked in for Beasley. Ejuan Moore comes in for Ben Gordon. And it's Calderon in for Donald Sloan. The Celtics also with a sub. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Price. Celtics leading by 23. McCollum dishes to Mozgov. Cannot hit. And Atlanta will come the other way. And it's Moore penetrating. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And he gets it to go.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. And took it right into the teeth of the D and dropped it back for the jam.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Man, sweet look on the run there.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by A.C. Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
Boston making a switch here. Deng's checked in. Picked by Mozgov. Rondo passes to Deng. With the shot. Mozgov kicks to Deng. On the wing, Deng. Pass to Mozgov. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Here's McCollum after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Can't get it to fall.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rondo against Calderon. The drive by Rondo. Pause with the block. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Gobert, he's checked in for the Celtics. Just 5 to shoot. 8 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
There's the dish to Calderon. It's Anderson with the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Here's Rondo. And it's Ejuan Moore with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Modiunas a screen on Calderon. Rondo drives in, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. One thing to say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers?
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the big 3 in Boston. That year, it was the big 4.
Dang. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Moore. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Moore's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Rondo dishes to Modiunas. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline jumper. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And, you know, guys, on the topic of Rondo, you look at his playoff career now. I mean, in 2009, he averaged nearly a triple-double in the postseason. I mean, this guy has great instincts, but he has to have the ball to orchestrate the way he's most effective.
Moore with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And now,
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta.
substitution on the court.
Boston leading by 16.
And going back to what we were saying, what you hope with Rondo is that he can get back to his full level of confidence. He tore the ACL in 13. He was traded in 14, lost his way a little bit, but he's still young enough to have several really good years in front of him.
Monteunas's shot is good.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Launches it. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Gobert, the screen. The drive by Rondo. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Dang passes to McCollum. Left side Rondo. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Porter with the steal. He slams it down right on Monteunas's.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's Nowitzki. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Nowitzki's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for the Hawks.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And so it's Atlanta with it. It's a 13-point game. Schroeder kicks to Bradley. And Atlanta again with the bucket. 23 seconds left in the game. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Knocks it loose. Porter with the steal. The 3. Tries to keep it alive. But they recover it. Here's Bradley. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they